Top 7 Things You Should Know About H1B. By Sharparoli Esquire. The H1B visa is always a widely discussed issue amongst those who want to enter the US for work. Today we discuss here some important aspects of the H1B visa that will make it easier for the readers to understand it. 1. The H1B visa is a non-immigrant visa which allows U.S. companies to employ skilled workers in specialty occupations from outside the country. Some specific areas of work for HIB visa are IT industry, engineering, medicine, science, architecture, etc. Individuals cannot apply for an H1B visa, only the companies hiring them can. A U.S. company is allowed to employ a foreign worker with an H1B visa for 6 years. Even though it is a non-immigrant visa, the H1B visa is recognized as dual intent, by which a holder can apply and obtain a U.S. green card while working in the U.S. on an H1B visa. 2. The H1B visa is not permanent and you must make up your mind whether you want to extend your H1B visa or apply for a green card in between if you want to continue your stay in the U.S. Holding H1B visas does not give you the right to behave anyway at all. In case of disobedience, your visa could be revoked. Before deciding on working in the US, it is good to find an employer who will hire and support your claim to an H1B visa. A lot of the comfort of your work depends on how your employer handles the processing of the H1B visa application, so a responsible employer is required, apart from a good immigration attorney who could guide you in the right direction. 3. If you want to remain in the USA for more than 6 years after your H1B visa expires, you may apply for a green card. If you do not receive your green card before the expiry of your H1B visa, then you must live outside the US for a year at least 1 year before reapplying for another H1B visa or any other visa, while your green card application is processed. Those who have applied for a green card are eligible for extension beyond 6 years. You can check the status of your H1B visa application online on the USCIS website. 4. There is a cap for H1B visa. The present immigration law allows 85,000 new H1B visas for each year. This number includes skilled foreign workers and those with an advanced degree from any U.S. institution. You need to apply well on time for the H1B visa because once the visa cap is reached, the USCIS stops taking in any more H1B visa petitions. Your employer can begin applying for the H1B visa 6 months before the actual date. So while the employers can start applying in the first week of April, through the visa holder cannot start work until October. 5. One of the perks of holding H1B visa is that the person is allowed to bring their spouses and children, who must be under 21 years of age, to the US under the H4 visa category. A H4 visa holder can remain in the US as long as the H1B visa holder remains too. The flip side, however, is that an H4 visa holder is not allowed to work in the U.S. They can, however, attend school, and obtain a driver's license or even open a bank account here. Lately the rules have changed and certain H4 visa holders can actually get a work permit. See rules on H4EAD on www.h4eadlaw.com. 6. In case of delay in the processing of the H1B visa, your company can opt for the premium processing service. This is a faster method of processing, which is available at higher fees that your employer must pay to the USCIS. As a part of this, the USCIS guarantees that the visa petition will be processed within 15 days. A separate phone number and email address is given so that the companies using this service can check on the processing status. 7. Certain things that you will need for the processing of your H1B visa are a valid and original passport, a photograph as specified, a copy of the original interview appointment letter, the fee payment receipt and the number assigned as a part of your application processing. Apart from all this information, The legalities and little intricacies of law and its processing are best handled under the expert guidance of experienced attorneys who have experience in immigration law and will not only be able to guide you smoothly but will also help in case of any hiccups. You might either recommend or hire such a lawyer from the Sharperly Law Group or email them at info@pirellilaw.com or even call them up for advice at 510-742-5887. Information provided is purely educational. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided.
The Sharperly Law Group has numerous good reviews, but here are just few of them. One of most trusted lawyer and well-wisher I had ever seen in my life. 1. Prompt response of every question through email without hurting to client. 2. Good guidance. 3. Very honest, well-experienced and highly professional. 4. Talked always law point of view. Got approval after a long-awaited 260 days with 1 RFE. I was on H4 and my wife was on H1B. My case, H1B to F2 and H4 to F1, was very sensitive and it was very short time to put up my request. Any attorney at that moment in the Bay Area, I had only 3 days to be out of status and I don't have complete documents at the moment to fulfill my case requirement. One of my friend Pavan advised me to seek Mr. Shah assistance and gave me a reference of Miss Sanam, who is a staff member of Sharperly firm. Me and my wife, contacted to his law firm for an appointment of Mr. Shah, but it was a busy day and receptionist Miss Lubna said we cannot schedule your appointment today because it is already full. Upon more request she scheduled an appointment on phone. My wife talked to him for the first time and explained our problem to Mr. Shah, and his positive response and confidence blinks in our mind that he is the right person for our case. Before him we contacted 2 others attorneys too, but they were asking more time to review our case, which we don't have at that moment. Some of them misguided us too by advising that you have to go for B1 first then change to F1 like that. When I and my wife approached his firm without any appointment on the same day, as it was a busy day for attorney, instead of avoiding us, he and Mrs. Shah feels our pain and gave some more time personally to us and treated me as a brother and well-wisher and gave us a positive hope. He took my case and reviewed it well in detail, and also his assistant Miss Aditi to review it and sent the documents to UCs before the deadline. Many thanks to Mr. Shah and Mrs. Shah and his firm. God bless him and his family. I am very confident about him, and I recommend his assistance to everyone to consult if you are in a trouble for legal status. I can say Shah is one of best lawyer of his field in Bay Area.
Shah was my best decision this year. _A+. The circumstances of my AOS case had some complications, specifically involving my run-in with law enforcement on a few occasions, which can be very nasty from immigration perspective. I had a corporate immigration firm that filed all my paperwork. Hint, starts with F. Those who work for bigger companies in the Bay Area would know what I am talking about. I was called for an interview and immediately realized that I was in a fair bit of trouble after consulting with senior attorneys at F. Since I had a corporate package, I could take an attorney from F for free to the interview, but I just wasn't very happy with the response time and the lack of personal attention. On a friend's recommendation, I decided to contact Shah's law firm. Shah and his staff understood the issues immediately and hit solutions. His staff was very efficient in completing the paperwork, and Shah personally went over all the questions I could be asked and helped me prepare for worst-case scenarios. I was anxious and nervous and barely able to sleep until I had a few interview preparation sessions with Shah. Gradually my confidence was back and I felt better. He also accompanied me to the interview, and boy, this guy is suave, smooth, very well prepared and can talk his way out of any situation. He answered some of the tough questions at the interview on my behalf and kept me shielded from USCIS during the interview so as to speak. Shah got me my green card. Period. His staff is extremely efficient and kept me informed consistently and made me very comfortable that they were on top of the situation. My case was handled quickly and in a professional manner by Shah's firm. Their fees for services are reasonable and accurate. They don't try to nickel and dime you like some other law firms I have had experience with. I highly recommend his services to everyone without hesitation, especially folks who have arrest records. I will not be going to USCIS without Shah ever again. Shah is exceptionally skilled and highly intuitive. He has a heart of gold and can be trusted. If you are considering Shah as your attorney, you should jump at the chance to have him represent you.
Sharper Ali, the managing attorney of the Sharper Ali Law Group, is consistently doing a great job in educating, informing and advising immigrants through his radio shows and other social networking platforms. Shah is always out there to keep the immigrants up to date with all the recent news about immigration. On various occasions I got benefited by his radio shows, which are always a poorhouse of information. Let me share my recent story. We got the approval notice of the permanent residency, green card, but it said it would take minimum 30 days to issue the green card and I had to travel the next day after we got the notification. Our lawyer didn't tell us anything about the problems that I could face while entering US in this situation. It was Shah who told us to get the I-554 stamp on the passport to avoid the harassment while entering US. I listened to his advice, went to our local UC's office, got it stamped and was tension-free. In today's world where people think 10 times before helping others, Shah and his team members are doing a commendable job in reaching out to the community and helping them selflessly in times of need. I wholeheartedly recommend the Sharper Ali Law Group to all fellow immigrants. If you have any questions regarding immigration, feel free to email them at info@paralilaw.com or call them at 5,107,425,887. Shah personally been taking care of my case for the time and applied till I got approved. This man and his crew is just amazing. I got my green card approved through the word just because of Shah and his firm. He is mobile friendly and get you on a right direction so you can get approved. I wish I can put million stars, but I got option till 5, so they got it. I love they work with you on your case. Love these people. Want to get your case approved? Call them and make an appointment. You guys are best. God bless you and the team. Cheers. The testimonials or endorsements on this website do not constitute a guarantee, warranty, or prediction regarding the outcome of your legal matter. Each case is different and success in one case does not warrant or guarantee success in other similar cases or situations.